Hi, my name is Alex. As you may already know. This is my game. It's called Savage Low Tower. This is the main character, as you can see. He's a half human. So, as you may know, he's a real life person. He's a real rapper. He's an artist. He's a real kind of artist. The reason why I chose to make a game about an artist is because at this present time, music artists, especially that's like a stage, are very popular amongst teenagers. There's been some made in the past which I'll obviously go into later on. So the game, it's a game based on artists. He's a rapper. He gets entered into a market of a drug which has become legal and has turned this drug into a downfall. So as I said before, this is based on real life aspects. So this is based in Atlanta in America. And in some states in America, a certain drug, which I will not name because last time I got in trouble before mentioning it, has turned legal, and a lot of people are trying to dip into the market, trying to create their own thing. So he's basically doing the same thing, but he wants to make his one even better than anyone else's. So he had a little, let's say, accident in the lab, trying to create his own kind of drug. Basically it's mixing it with toxic chemical and mixing to the CT, which has turned into like apocalyptic madness. The game objective. So the aim of the game is to find an antidote of that drug, which has caused this commotion, turning people into zombies. The player isn't bound to complete any certain agendas, so in some games you have to complete a certain task in order to get the next clue to what to do next. This is basically just free roaming game. You can roam around the world freely, just kill zombies, and obviously the agenda is to find antidotes, so you can do whatever you want in that world, as long as you, at the end, find an antidote. As I said, the game is happens of the real life, so it comes from the life of being drugs. Game is based in the city that he grew up in, and obviously it was the drug that he regularly takes, coming up in his life. Some might find it strange, but the game does show like a bad side of what drugs can do to you. So, for example, if someone takes a drug, they do turn zombie-like, they're not themselves anymore. So if people actually really do analyze the game, they can see the aspect of it. So what inspired me to do this game? There's been games done previously about artists, you might know them, some people, famous rap artists from the Garden era, and also Call of Duty Zombies, which all of you know, that's a major attribute to this game. As a music fanatic myself, I can see that music, especially rap and hip hop, is getting more popular and popular, more than it was back in my days. Yeah, I'm old now. Especially with kids in the late teens, from the ages between 18 upwards, even people in their 20s, but especially people in their teens. So yeah, as I said, he's a young rapper, so he's not really young. He's around my age, I wouldn't say that. But so we artists that are around the kids' ages, around 18 to 20, are more appealing to teenagers at the moment. So that's the market I'm targeting at the moment. This may look a bit messy right now. This is a storyboard, which will eventually become a prototype. I'm not programming anything. It's just a rough mock-up, but this will look like it again. It's not made in order, it's just parts that will be in the prototype, so just many parts. I'm going to describe this part right here. So, in order for him to fight off the zombies, he needs to basically become one himself, which is at the beginning of the game. So in order to do that, he needs to take a certain item. And for him to do that, the player needs to weigh, needs to balance it. So for example, if the player balances and gets it to the middle, they would then So if the player balances and everything correctly, there's a basic tournament to that, and that's basically game over. So the player has to start again from the beginning. I've done it before with Clickable prototype, but it doesn't really show the mechanics and everything that's important in the game. So, for example, in order to do that, the player will have to hold the form basically this way and balance the item in order to that but the Clickable prototype will be shown at the moment, so I will be seeing showing that. So what's next for me to do? Obviously, for this prototype, I've just showed you get working on it and executability, making the judgment that maybe needs to be done, such as more mechanics to the game. And then also to target the plugin GPD as
Thank you. It was 6 minutes long, and I propose before any questions, how could we get a comment from you, because
Luke is gonna catch everyone in the games lab. So
so we have
some
time.
It was a surprise that it was a mobile game, but that to me, because maybe I don't think I saw the original.
Could you please show us the first few slides again?
Yeah, because I'm a bit baffled as to what. Okay, so it
Yes,
doesn't say.
next
Slaughter
maybe.
Lord. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't say it's a mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, maybe I should have mentioned that, that's not a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it will be very good to know from the beginning it's a mobile game, and so there are some very basic information, with more basic story to tell this than the story of the game.
Yeah.
Are more fundamental, and this is the platform and the target group. If you say that this is is it casual game or more serious? Casual mobile game for young people, okay? And then you say about a rapper artist, and we are already in the topic, but just seeing this, and seeing this graphics, particularly in the lower right corner,
That doesn't look like a mobile game.
it doesn't look like a
No,
mobile game.
it looks
right?
like a console game.
It could be a mobile game, but it doesn't look like
But
this.
the format's wrong, because it's not,
Mhm.
it's square, so that confuses us. And another thing is, so it's a game based on an artist rapper. So as the player, am I the artist rapper?
Yeah, you're
So it's more clear to say it's a mobile game where the player is or plays as an artist.
Plays as or about an artist, okay, but a game cannot be based on an artist. It's just the.
basically the game story about this life, basically.
Uh-huh.
That's contributing to the game, but the player is the character.
Is it correct?
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
I said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And could you show us for a moment the very first slide? It says.
Slaughter Hour. What is the relevance of how does Slaughter Hour connect with
Slaughter Hour is
game?
but we have Savage. What is the title of the project? Savage Slaughter Hour or just Slaughter Hour?
His stage name is 21 Savage, and his slogan is basically his home practice is called Slaughter.
Okay.
And obviously this is about killing zombies, so I kind of put that into that as well. So we're slaughtering zombies. So as I said, I'm basing the game, certain aspect of the game about him, because he's a real person. So
Yeah.
that's where the name from. And it kind of gets together with the game itself.
So the rapper is named Slaughter.
No. His stage name is called 21 Savage. So that's why.
21 Savage.
Yeah, and then his slogan is Slaughter. So because the game is about killing zombies, slaughtering them.
Okay.
I think it plays together. It's
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay. All right.
what I like is at some moment you introduce your personal touch. You thought that you are sorry, how you thought about the music, that you are fanatic about music, something like this. It's probably a very good choice of a topic for you, because it's something that you are passionate about, and it guarantees that you will enjoy development of this project, and you will also have knowledge about the topic, right? Something that, for example, you remember our Egyptian game today, IOs, and we pressurized on IOs do some research of Egypt, okay, to be sure that you are not confusing anyone who knows something about the Egypt. You are an expert in the area in which you are creating the game, so this is good. This is good. But also you have sorry, I have to ask this question because you are touching a dangerous ground, which are drugs.
Yeah.
Is your game in any way promoting drugs?
No, it's not promoting just at all.
That's what I wanted to
That's why I said it's kind of showing that was wrong. Turns you into a zombie, basically. If people take it.
Alright, but just understand the concerns people may have, because this is basically about drugs.
Yeah. That's why you mentioned it.
Alright, now we didn't ask for questions before, but it seems we have some short time yet. Any questions from the audience? Yes, Joe?
What is it that you got in trouble for?
Sorry?
What is it you said?
Remember, I mentioned a certain drug.
Yeah, could you just elaborate more about that?
Well, the drug that is legal in America is marijuana.
Cannabis.
I don't really want to mention that because I don't want to seem like I'm promoting it. So that's why I just.
It's just general knowledge.
Yeah. Though there's some games out there that kind of do more than that, like GTA.
Actually, St. George, I went to a talk at St. George's Hospital, University London, about how they are now doing studies where it shows that cannabis actually is helpful in the cure for cancer, the treatment of cancer, because it upskills a certain cell protein called P21, which reduces replication of damaged cells. And what cancer is 200 different kinds of diseases that where uncontrolled replication of damaged cells is at the root cause. So they are doing, and they're separating the THC and the CBD, and they're doing a lot of studies on CBD because everybody's all nervous about THC getting high. However, if you want to talk about a drug that is truly damaging people and that is also legal, it should be fentanyl. Because fentanyl is being mixed with cannabis, it's being sold legally all throughout the States, and I know in Vancouver it is causing an enormous amount of death amongst young people. So you know, if you're going to do about the risks of drugs, you know, where everybody's now on a race to find out all the different medical treatments that cannabis is good for, and drug companies are synthesizing cannabis for the treatment of epilepsy, and the first medicine that is cannabis based that is going to come out is going to be for the treatment of epilepsy. It's probably going to come out in a year or two. So I think even though you got in trouble for that, if you're going to look for a drug that turns you into a zombie and that results in death and that you want to warn people about, I think you're much better to go after fentanyl, because it's a scandal what is happening with fentanyl. And the US government under Trump has now just awarded a bunch of money to the drug company that makes fentanyl to continue making fentanyl, while they're also stamping down on the states that are making cannabis legal. So it is a huge corrupt scandal, and the people that are getting hurt are young people that are taking fentanyl without knowing it. They're mixing it with ecstasy, they're mixing it with cannabis, they're mixing it with all kinds of drugs, and it's legal.
Oh.
So research.
So research even more, because you may be familiar with music. We hope you are not that familiar about drugs.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Obviously, and any
I'm
further
interested in health,
questions?
and health, you know.
Health,
yeah.
If he's
health
going to do a
aspect.
study about drugs, he's going to need to go all the way. He can't have
All right. And with this bombshell, our today's session
Sorry.
ends. Thank you very much.